okay? So I want to blow, I am going to blow, and I am working so that I can blow. I've blown a little sha, so but let's Hello everybody, welcome, welcome to our class where we get to hear my story on how I've been able to make 6 figures with my voice. Firstly, I know I got a little bash online, and I know some of you just came to this class to find out, what is she saying? How can somebody make 6 figures with their voice? Well, I'm here to clear your doubts and also share my story with creatives who truly want to learn from me. So my name is Zoe Ojomo, and I am an expert video advert creator, also a brand influencer. I'm the founder of Zoe Makes Videos on Instagram, where we create premium video adverts for premium brands. So all these plenty things. Just know that I'm a media girl and I run a company where we create video adverts. Also a voiceover artist. That's why I've been able to make money with my voice. My voice is an asset. And I know that a lot of us have that, we have that gifting, one creative gift or the other. Maybe you know how to sing, maybe people tell you, oh, you are good, you are good. People used to tell me I was good some years ago, but I wasn't really getting paid for it. Okay, I wasn't getting money for my creativity. So I was like you. If you are still in that space where people are telling you, oh, you are very good at this thing now. Ah, you are very good. Oh. But maybe, okay, let me even use this very good example. You see a skit maker, and you see a skit maker doing what they do, maybe doing their funny stuff or doing their inspirational stuff. And when you see them, you're like, ah, I can do this thing, oh. But this skit maker has gone far, has become a content creator, an influencer, in fact, has become all kinds of things. But you are there thinking, yes, I can do this thing. And truly, I'm not saying you can't do it, okay? But just saying I can do it doesn't mean that you are just suddenly going to jump to become like that skit maker or like that influencer that you see online. Like a lot of us here, I used to think that let me just keep doing what I'm doing little by little. One day, God's favor is just going to shine on me. God's favor is always shining on me though. And I'm just going to blow. I know you have that feeling too, where you feel like it's just like one day you just wake up. That's why some of you tag influencers, because you're feeling like one day you just wake up, the person will just be like, oh, wow, I love your voice. Oh, wow, I love this thing that you did. Let me repost. Then that day you just become a millionaire. Tunde Eno will just post you. Or Brain Jota or Lasisi Ellen will just repost. And you just blow. Oh, God. It doesn't happen that way. Sorry to burst your bubble. I used to think that way too, but I'm very intentional now about blowing. Okay, so I want to blow, I am going to blow, and I am working so that I can blow. I've blown a little sha, so but let's go on. All right, so let's get right into it. Let's get to know how I actually made 6 figures with my voice. Firstly, in less than 2 years, I've done over 300 voiceovers. So yeah, just do a rough math, okay? I'm grateful that I have a company where we create video adverts for businesses, because I have also been marketing almost all my life. I mean, for 9 years, I've been marketing. I've done different kind of business, so I have experience in marketing. So I just merged both. But even before I merged both, I was already making money with my voice, okay? So one of the things that happen is we make video adverts for businesses. Some of them we have to use voiceovers. And when we do the video adverts that we have to use voiceovers, people are commending the voice more than the video. Like, the video is good too. So why are you commending only my voice? I like it, but you know, sometimes I'll just feel like, oh, why can't they comment on the video? This is to show you how much I've been able to work on my voice, how much my voice is such an asset to people, because a lot of people, even till You know, till right now, people know that I know that my voice is my selling point. The first step that I took to start making money with my voice is that I was seen. I made myself visible. So trust me, this was not an intentional act. In fact, it's a very unsaturated market. In fact, when someone saw that I was teaching people how to monetize their voice, you know, online, she was like, oh, this is new. And really, it is new. So it's not like, oh, I intentionally started so that people can, you know, I intentionally made myself visible so people could pay me for voiceovers or pay me for my voice, maybe to voice something for them. It was not intentional at all. Let me tell you, this is why I said this is a story and also a teaching, okay? So a friend of mine here, let me start from the beginning. So I said that I was visible. So I used to run a number of businesses. So I used to hustle like you too when I was in university. So different hustle, I'll sell soap, sometimes I'll sell popcorn, the other time I'll sell this, and I was always packaging these things very well. So one of the things that I did was that I used to do voiceovers for my products. And I also used to talk about my products in a very commercial way. Even though I was using a small techno phone, I'll still come out and be like, Zoe popcorn, get Zoe popcorn now. Delicious, you know. I'll do all those things. And people kept seeing it. And trust me, I was not doing it for people to see it and buy it. So I was doing it for myself. I felt like, okay, let me try and market my business, you know. So since God gave me the privilege to have media trainings when I was way younger. When I was like 18 years old, I had media trainings, international media trainings. I had diction trainings. So it came very easily for me to make those voiceovers for my business. So it was just like something that, okay, I know how to do this thing. Let me use this particular thing to advertise my business. Do you understand? So it's not like, oh, I went somewhere, they now said, do this, or I went, you know, that was how I started doing voiceovers for my own products. So I'll do these voiceovers, I'll just put my product pictures on it, maybe just put like 3 different product pictures on it, and, you know, I would post it on WhatsApp. I wasn't even on Instagram at that time. But I was doing all that by myself. So I was coming back from class one day, and a friend of mine stopped me, and she's like, Zoe, I want, she actually spoke pidgin, you know. She said, I want post for WhatsApp, or I dey look for something where we say, I feel just post, you know. I just want something to post on WhatsApp. All those your videos where they do, you feel help me do one. May I just use stay post my business, you know. At that time, a lot of students were trying to hustle, do something or the other. So this girl just said so, and she was pregnant at that time. Me, I just like I'm going to give birth one day. So whenever I see a pregnant woman, I just feel like it is my responsibility to serve them, so that when I'm pregnant too, someone will serve me. So I was always helping her out. So when she said, oh, I should do a video for her, I'm like, oh, no problem, Ozioma, no problem. So she's like, okay. I said, okay, do you know what? Just send your pictures of some bags and shoes that you sell, because she was selling bags, shoes, and fashion accessories at that time. So I put this thing together and I did a voiceover. Was that small? Okay, was that small? And then she posted on her WhatsApp, and suddenly people started asking, who did this? Who did this? Who did this? I was now getting overwhelmed, like, what's happening? What's happening? So people started coming to me like, okay, one person came to me first and said, oh, I want voiceover. And then I told the girl to bring 1,000 naira. So my friends were now like, Zoe, opportunity, collect money, you know. And I told the girl to bring 1,000 naira. Very stupid of me. But of course, that was my learning process. So I told her to bring 1,000 naira. And I did the video for her. She was so excited. She posted on her WhatsApp. And more people, like, for every single time people were posting on their WhatsApp story, more people were coming to me. Like, people started texting me, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. I didn't even understand what was happening at that time. I still didn't see it as a business. I didn't see it as something to sell, okay? I didn't even see it like that, because I was still selling it for very cheap. I would In fact, in my mind, I was not even selling it. In my mind, I was using the money they were giving me for data. Okay, so I wasn't taking it so much as a business because I never charged anyone more than, I think, like 2.5 for it at that time. And I would spend, and I would be so excited that like the joy was real. Some of my roommates at that time can be watching this video right now. They will testify to that. Like every single time I did a voiceover, I would be like, hey, oh my God, sounds like radio station. You know, I was that excited. So the next thing I did, which the next step I took, was that I now realized that, okay, you know what? You know what, dear? This thing is becoming serious. You need to sit down, improve yourself, go back to your books, package this thing, and start doing it. So that was where Zoe Makes Videos came to life. All right. So before Zoe Makes Videos even came to life, I already started. Like people started contacting me that, oh, I just want voiceover. Okay. So people can pay you for your voice. All right. I've taught a number of students that are being paid for their voice right now. Okay. So let's go on. This is not about Zoe Makes Videos. Okay. Zoe Makes Videos is a company on its own. This is Zoe that wants to train you and coach you on how you can monetize your voice. There you go. Next step that I took was that I sat down to improve and practice. Remember that I told you that I already had trainings in diction, you know, how to speak well, how to pronounce well, and also I had media training. So it's not just speaking well, okay? So voiceovers is not about speaking well because you can do voiceover in Pidgin. So there, who needs your speaking well? You can do voiceover in Igbo. In fact, my last class that I had for the Monetize Your Voice training, which I tagged Voice to Cash, one of the first students to actually make money just a few weeks after the coaching program, she was paid 40,000 naira to speak Igbo. So not really all about your it's not about your arrow. The arrow you are putting in, this is just to shade some people that are always putting arrow, thinking that when you put years more, maybe you think you're speaking well. You're sounding like an uneducated person, my dear. So next step I took was to improve myself. So I went back to my notes. I knew that this was a big deal. And I started improving myself. By improving myself, I started going back to my diction notes. I started going back to my media notes. Those were even more important. I started trying to understand how to communicate better with voiceovers because no one is seeing you when you are doing voiceovers. Nobody's seeing you. You need to be able to communicate an emotion, communicate a message, or whatever you're trying to communicate to your audience. All right. So as I went back, I cooked myself. Right now, I've been able to get to a level where my voiceovers are so good, they have become so valuable to the world. Okay, so I sell my voice to people in America, UK, Ghana, like Turkey, different countries, okay, different people in different countries. Like I said, it's not about your best, like you are the best speaker in the world, because if it was about that, an American wouldn't contact me to do voiceovers. A person in Turkey wouldn't contact me. A person in the UK would not contact me. That's Britain. I went back to my notes. This is what a lot of people are missing. So it's okay if you want to be seen, but are you doing this thing to the best? Because you can't compete with me. Even if you are seen now, you can't compete with me if you don't have the amount of knowledge that I have about voiceovers. Do you understand? So you can't compete with an expert, not just me. You can't compete with any other person that's been in the field that is knowledgeable and experienced, even if you are seen. Okay. Our third step that I took was that since I was seen already and I knew that I had improved very well, what I did was that I went about charging people very well now, a lot more than I was charging. I started charging people a lot more than I was charging when I just started, or when I didn't even know what to do with the opportunity that God gave me. Okay, so I hope that you learned a little bit from my story. I'm going to be, if you are watching this YouTube video live, it means that you're part of the class, okay? You're part of the class, you're part of the WhatsApp group. So I'm going to be going there to expound more on what I just talked about and the story that I just shared with you. The good thing about this is that I would like to guide you to monetize your voice. I would like to guide you to start making money with your voice. So if you speak Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Pidgin, English, Twi, any country's language that you know, okay, people here, and you would like to know how to turn your voice into cash, I will like to guide you. So I'll be giving more information about it on the group. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. Thank you. I'm done.